and a good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening to you, the good and wonderful people of the tube. Hope today, hope you're feeling grand and all is well in your world. Hello there, everybody. Today, people of the tube, we're looking at the Blackstar debut 50. Great time to get hiccups. Anyway, this is a 50 watt all analog solid state guitar amplifier. 2 channels, inbuilt reverb, effects loop. It does have a line out, which we'll definitely listen to later on. Headphones out. Looks very striking. I went for the white one, well, the cream one with the kind of the ox blood grill cloth, because I just like the look of that one more to the black one. It's a very. It does have a switch on the top panel. I'll show you a little quick clip here. Show you the top panel. Show you the EQ section. It is a shared EQ. I'm not the biggest fan of shared EQ, but to be honest with you, most of the time I'll just use one channel anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me too much. But I would prefer, independent EQ, but that's me being a diva. But it does have a reverb, does have a switch on the right side, which you've probably seen already, that goes from 5 watts to 50 watts. This amp is loud. For 50 watts, this is a little monster. It really is. And it sounds great. I really, really like it. So, let's just get this out of the way first. I saw a lot of videos on this amp when it kind of first came out. Because I say, it's been a while for me to get to this. Because I haven't had to spend my money elsewhere. And I haven't been able to get one. But finally I bought one, people tube, and we're here now. So, I saw a lot of the reviews all over the place. People say rather than this next to the Katana, calling it a Katana killer. And all this kind of thing. And to me, no, this isn't. It's a good amp, but it ain't a Katana. And it doesn't rival a Katana. And I don't think it's even trying to be a rival to a Katana. I think Blackstar have made this amp to just be a good 50 watt solid amp. And they've succeeded immensely on that. The speaker sounds amazing. The EQ is amazing. The sound you can get out, the range of sound you can get out of it is amazing. I'm not the biggest fan of a reverb, people with tube. I think the reverb's a bit anemic. It's alright, but I think it's a little bit... It's okay. Let's just put it out that way. What's wrong with me today? What is wrong with me today? But yeah, it's okay. The reverb's okay. The sounds are great. I like the fact it's just a plug in and play. It's very, very bare bones, very simple. Like I say, you got an effects loop, you got a line out, which we're going to test out in a bit. It's got headphones in as well for quiet practice. Single, I think it's a 12-inch speaker. If not, correct me in the comment section below, people with tube. Like I said, I went for the white one cream one with the Oxblood grill cloth, because I think it looks really cool. I like the way this looks. This is definitely not an amp that I will have forever. If I'm perfectly honest with you, YouTube, it's good, but if I need a 50 watt combo for a gig, I'm still going to pick my Katana. I hate to be brutal there, but but to be honest, I would still pick the Katana. The Katana still has more features. Next video, people with tube, on this channel, we're going to put them head to head. We're going to do a versus challenge, if you will, between the debut 50 here and the Boss Katana 50. And, I'd be curious to what you think. Because, again, this is just my opinion. This doesn't have any bearing and should not have any bearing on what you like or dislike. This is my opinion only. Like I say, for me personally, the Boss Katana beats this. Although I do love this amp. It's a great sounding amp. But, again, there's a lot of people out there who would prefer this over the Boss Katana. And, again, it's all about what you want. It's not about like what I want or what I say. It's about what you want. You make up your own mind. Don't be swayed by what I say or what anybody says. Go by you. That's the most important thing here. For me, it's good, but it ain't a Katana. And I would just pick the Katana at the end of the day. Anyway, but I'm going to show you some of the awesome sound you can get out of this thing today. First I'm going to show you how it takes pedals. So I've got my pedal board plugged in. And I'll show you some different pedals like Golden Plexi, Marshall Governor, DS2, delays, see how it takes all that kind of stuff, because it does take pedals well. And again, it's loud, easily giggable, maybe not big stages, but small clubs, pubs, if you mic it up, you've got a good amp. It definitely goes, it's a little monster. It's a little monster. I actually think I prefer this to the Silverline. I really like the Silverline amps that Blackstar had, but I think I prefer this. There's just something about this. Apart from the reverb, which I find a bit wishy-washy, this one is just really. This one's got it. You know, the Silverline had it as well, but I don't. If I had to choose between the two, Silverline or this is the one I would pick. But again, my opinion only, not yours. So you know, if you like the Silverline, you know, you like the Silverline. If you like the debut, you like the debut. If you like the Katana, you like the Katana. You know, it's all about personal preference at the end of the day. What makes us happy, and what makes us want to play. And this hand does that, to be honest with you. I've been really enjoying playing through it. But yeah, like I say, at the end of the day, I'd still pick the Katana, but that's enough waffle. So anyway, let's make some noise this thing. So the first thing you're going to hear is pedal board. You hear it with different pedals. All might be SM57. And then we're going to plug a couple of different guitars in straight into it and get some direct sounds just from the amp and no pedals. So without further ado, let's make some noise. I know, true. So there you go. That's pedals. Takes the pedals like an absolute demon, basically. I am running through the overdrive channel there, such is my way. There to get that clean tone. It's basically got the the gain turned down really low. But that's the way I prefer to do it. But the clean channel really takes pedals as well. It's fine. It's cool either way. Anyway. Enough waffle, Dave. Let's make some more noise. This time we're straight in. No pedals from this point onwards. Just guitar, amp, and noise. Let's go. Okay, over YouTube. Now what we're going to do, we're going to test the line out. So basically the last sound I had, we're going to unplug the SM57 and go from the line out straight into the zoom camera and hear what the line out sounds like. So, next sound you're going to hear is the DI. So, I wonder what it sounds like. There you go, that's the sound of the line out as well. Just to be noted, I wasn't sure if it would do this, so I didn't want to say before, because I ain't tested the line out yet. But I wasn't sure if it would do what the Katana 50 does, which is when you plug into the line out, because it's a headphone socket as well, it cuts the speaker off, and this amp does that as well. So just bear that in mind. If you are lining out of this thing, you don't get any speaker sound, which I kind of find rather annoying, because if you were wanting to use this live and didn't want to mic it because the line out sounds fantastic, you can't use this as a monitor, which is kind of dumb in my opinion. And the Katana 50's got it, and it's dumb on that as well. I would much prefer the line out. I understand that it's a headphone socket as well, but it really should have two sockets for line out and headphones if that's the way it's going to go. Because if I was gigging this amp, I would like to DI it and not mic it. And especially with the line out sounding as good as it does sound, I would much prefer to be able to just, like, instead of micing it, just line out. Because such a mic on such a tiny amp, it kind of gets in the way. And again, if you're going to use an amp like this, you want as much space as you can get. So lining out would be such a better thing. So that's kind of annoying, the fact of, like I say, the line out cuts the speaker. So, like I say, you can use it for quiet recording and for headphones, it sounds really good. I actually just tried it with headphones. It sounds really good, actually, in headphones. But if you're not recording, if you want to use it live and use the DI live, you can't, because it cuts the... Well, you can, but it cuts the speaker out. So you'd have to rely on monitors, and then you don't know what the feed you're getting is correct, and you don't know what it sounds like out the front either. You got nothing to monitor yourself with, so it's just kind of like a... kind of pointless in a way, and that kind of bugs me. And it's one of the things that really annoys me about the Katana 50 as well, is like the 100 doesn't have it, and the artist doesn't have it, but the 50, because the line out shares the socket with the headphones, as soon as you plug it in, cuts the speaker. And I didn't want to say anything. I didn't know if this amp did that before I did it. I suspected so, because it's headphones and line out, but I wanted to make sure before I said anything, because I don't want to give you false information, people with YouTube. But yeah, that's kind of an annoyance, because the line out sounds great. But again, it'd be good for home recording though, because of that, because you could line out of the amp into your interface and get really cool sounds. And this amp has so many sounds in it; it's ridiculous. There's so much you can kind of get out of just this little thing. And again, it looks cool as monkeys. It's real. I love the white. The black one looks cool as well, but I think the white with the ox blood looks, I don't know, it just very eye-catching. Very eye-catching. I like it very much. I love the chicken head knobs as well. Chicken hat. Cross between witch hat and chicken head. Anyway, someone needs to make those chicken hat knobs. What kind of hats do chickens wear? I don't know. Anyway. There you go, on Appeal Tube. That's the Blackstar Debut 50. Finally got around to demo one. I've been wanting to actually kind of like live and demo with one. I tried one of these when I was last at Anderton's doing Sounds Like. I did a Perfect Circle Sounds Like with Anderton's, and I used one of these for that, and it was really, really good, and I really liked it, and that was what sold it for me. I was like, I've got to get one of these for a proper review and to live with. for a while and see what I feel like, see how I feel about it. And I really like it. So next vid, what we're going to do, PeopleTube, we're going to shoot this out next to the Katana 50 though, because I'm very, very curious. And I'm very curious to which one you prefer as well. Because like I say, it's all, when it comes down to choosing gear, it's all about you and what you want. My opinion is my opinion only. Your opinion is your opinion only. If somebody doesn't like, if somebody doesn't like what you like, that's fine. But as long as you like it, that's all that matters. And like I say, I really do like this amp, but I wouldn't pick it over my Katana 50. That might change in the next video. I highly doubt that, but it might. You never know. But these are fantastic amps for YouTube. I really do highly recommend checking one of these things out, the Debut 50. Good enough for gigs, good enough for practice at home. It takes pedals, loads of different sounds you get out of this thing just on the top panel with no pedals. Reverb is a bit meh. It does have an effects loop. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning. The reverb is a bit lackluster. There's also the option to have an optional foot switch. Doesn't come with the amp. Like, nothing does anymore. But you can have a foot switch so you can switch between clean and dirty channels. In all fairness, the shared EQ thing isn't too bad, but still not my preferred thing. But, what I would do personally, is I would just set up a massive the sound you just heard, the distortion sound. I would just set that up and then just use the volume control on the guitar to clean it up, and that would be what I would do if I was going straight into this amp for gigs and whatnot, with no pedals and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, that's enough waffle from me. Let me know what you thought, PeopleTube, to the sounds from a Blackstar Debut 50. Let me know your experiences with it. I'll say next video we will be shooting this out between the Katana 50. Yeah, other than that, I'll see you again very soon for another video. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoyed the noises this amp's made. I have. It's been really fun. Yeah, if you like the videos I do on the channel, please consider becoming a patron at Patreon. It's what keeps this channel alive. A link to that in the description box below, as well as links to my Bandcamp where you can listen to my music. Other than that, thank you very much indeed. Have a great morning, afternoon, good evening, and goodbye now. Let me know what you thought. Goodbye now. How many times do you have to say goodbye, Dave? One more time. Goodbye now.